The top B schools around the world have all been affected by the pandemic, but none more so than Kellogg, whose reputation as a party school is now at risk. The Evanston-based school is likely to see a drop in the number of applicants unless the administration can come up with something new. The big question is how Kellogg, the school that put marketing on the map, can rebrand itself.
Tell me again why you signed us up for this Dean's Consulting Alliance project? Rebrand Kellogg? Who says we're not a party school anymore? I managed to party a lot this year, actually.
Oh, come on, Brody. I just want you to get something out of your MBA. And plus, you don't even know your school's brand. It's not party. It's brave leadership, high impact, low ego. And plus, I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
Grace, I agree with you, but at the same time, we shouldn't discount any ideas just yet. Maybe Brody's onto something? I mean, we all love to party and get an awesome break from our demanding adult lives. That is in fact why I chose to come to Kellogg when BCG offered to sponsor me.
Well, I'm at Kellogg because no one studies here, so it's easier for me to make it on the dean's list.
Well, I picked Kellogg because I made a mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive list of M7 schools, and Kellogg was the best one for people who want to do consulting after school. That's why I signed up for this project, to show future employers how much I heart consulting already.
You are so right. This is a consulting-heavy school. Half the folks here are from MBB or Deloitte, and the other half want to go there. Okay, let's put a pin in this for now. What else?
How about we do some research on what MIT and Booth are doing? I mean, they're kind of boring, but somehow famous.
Come on, Grace. You've attended more of my marketing classes than I have, and even I know we have to differentiate ourselves. And we can do that by sticking to our reputation as a party school. And I think I know just how to do that.
How?
Simple. It's not that people don't want to party anymore, they're just afraid of COVID. So all we need to do is get every student tested for COVID every single day, and then we can go back to partying just like students did here before. Mission accomplished. Can I go home now?
Hi, do you have a few minutes? We're doing a project for Kellogg and we want to see how we can make the testing process more efficient.
Honestly, this is really serious business. You're not allowed to be here. You're not allowed to linger here. Could you please leave?
I promise, it'll just take a few minutes. To be able to test every day, we need to look into the end-to-end COVID testing process to see where we can shorten the time. This initiative is sponsored by Dean Sunil Chopra to try and have more in-person classes. We have his complete backing.
Well, excuse me, can you stand 6 feet apart? I don't care if you're in a committed relationship and living together. Thanks. So you said this is backed by a Kellogg dean? I guess I can talk to you then.
Wait. I like your idea, but you're approaching this the wrong way. If you'd bothered to read the goal, you would know that no operations exercise can even start until you first find your Herbie.
I don't know what a Herbie is, but I think we could reduce the swab time from like maybe 15 seconds to 5. We could ask people to push the swab farther up into their nose, like into their brain. That would reduce the time from 15 seconds to 5, and I wouldn't have to stand there counting out loud.
No. That is not going to work. You should know this. How will you decrease the throughput if you're not addressing the bottleneck? How did you pass operations?
Well, we took it last spring, so we didn't have to pay attention because they let us take it pass-fail.
God, this place had no academic standards before I became dean. Anyway, the real bottleneck are these color app guys with their super long turnaround times.
Tempest used to process results in 5 business days. but we got it down to 3. There's a rapid test provider called Malavika, but everyone knows those results are inaccurate. If you want us to see the results, tell Francesca that's a premium package and Kellogg needs to pay more. Now, excuse me, I'm busy.
I'm not even the finance Chopra, and even I know that Kellogg cannot afford to lose any more money on these regular MBA students.
So apparently, if it requires Kellogg to spend even a single dollar more, there is no chance it's working. We need to come up with a new strategy.
How about getting Kellogg to focus more on academics? It would be nice to have some healthy competition around here. Make grades matter again.
Thank you for being here. We are working with the Dean's Consulting Alliance to rebrand Kellogg during COVID. And the administration, among others, think that students actually care more about grades than your little channel would suggest.
Look, we are having a great quarter over at #GradesDon'tMatter. Our target now is actually to eclipse even the general channel, both in terms of engagement and membership. We're about to apply as an official club soon. We just need a faculty endorsement. For some reason, they don't understand that all you need is a C to become CEO.
Great. These grades don't matter extremists are a small but vocal minority. The broader Kellogg community does in fact really care about grades. The data makes this clear. Look at this pie chart here. 476 Kellogg students out of 952 made the dean's list last year. What else do you need to know?
Look, are you going to listen to him or to the person who leads the largest unofficial club at Kellogg with 886 members?
Okay, you're right. This is never gonna work either.
So now what? Any other ideas?
I don't know what you guys think about this, but the WBA has been super welcoming to me, even as a JV. And I heard great things about the other affinity clubs too. Maybe it's worth digging into this as a potential solution.
Really? I thought the affinity clubs were only something that the admissions committee highlighted to improve our diversity numbers.
Yeah, they certainly seem to feature affinity clubs a lot in their Instagram stories.
Yeah, let's dig into this affinity club thing and see if they actually do anything. It's not like we have any other ideas anywhere. Thank you all for being here today. We know many of you are only presidents of your clubs for your resume.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Well, we all know these affinity groups are just a publicity stunt for admissions, but we are starting to notice a trend that you guys seem to like hanging out more.
Okay, I have no idea why you guys called us here, but let me speak for all of us club presidents that this is neither a publicity stunt nor a resume booster.
Then why would you ever devote so much time to something if it doesn't help with grades or recruiting?
Dorothy, I know grades and recruiting seem super important in this moment, but when we leave Kellogg, our GPA and our first job out of school won't define us as leaders, but being thoughtful and inclusive will. And we can start right here at Kellogg by educating ourselves on how to be good allies and by helping underrepresented students form community and connect.
Exactly. Coming to Evanston was my first time in the US. Everything was different. They use this imaginary unit like Fahrenheit and pounds here, while the rest of the world use metric. How are you? It's a greeting phrase, not a question. We need to catch up. It's a goodbye phrase. Doesn't mean that we have to catch up.
Exactly. I mean, I know English, but all these American phrases, hot girl summer, that's so sick, they were so foreign to me. It wasn't until I found an affinity group that I felt I could totally be myself and had people where they could teach me how to thrive at Kellogg.
Yeah, I didn't grow up in a particularly supportive community, so it's been really heartwarming to have PAC fully embrace me. finally feel like I can be my true self.
Wow, that was so beautiful. This proves what I thought all along. The point of affinity clubs is to build community. And the reason why Kellogg students love partying so much isn't because they love getting drunk. It's to build community. And guess what? We can still do that during COVID times.
I've been trying to define my place here during this COVID school year, still wanting to be social.
I wish I could be the perfect student, but I came here for the people, even if we're virtual.
Every chance I take, starting back with DAC. Every path I make, every road leads back
To a place I know where I can fit in, where I long to be.
We're the school with the community. It's Kellogg, and we all know how far it goes. Join a club to meet friends who like me, share affinity. Let my true self show. Then I know there's no limit on how much I'll grow. I know everybody here at Kellogg seems so happy here at Kellogg. Everyone is Kellogg nice.
But sometimes I create deeper connections outside of just my section. Conversations override. I can make dumplings, I can dress in drag,
Even shake a leg at the Bollywood bash.
The